What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Evan. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the trade that I took today, why it was a bad trade, and yeah, just kind of breaking down the overall market and where I see us going in the near future. So real quick, we're going to hop into my screen. As you can see, I traded SQQQ today. That is what I have pulled up. So I saw some overall, pretty much the day before, we sold off completely, right? And this is one thing I do want to point out because I had to work yesterday, so it was kind of difficult to be able to capture this entire move, and it sucks the amount of profit that I missed out on. But yesterday, we basically, at the beginning of the day, we started forming these lower highs on SQQQ, right? But we were forming this this bottom here, as you can see, line of support. We finally got that support, broke above that 2-minute moving average. So then these lower highs were no longer in play. We broke out of that. I had a decent position on SQQQ during this push up, and I ended up selling out of it, and then I had to go to work, which sucks because this entire rest of the day, the market sold off, so SQQQ continued to push up the entire day. It's okay, it's part of the game, but I did catch a little piece of profit there, which is nice to reflect on. Anyways, moving on. Basically yesterday, right, huge sell-off. So this is SQQQ. It's going to go up when the market goes down. So huge sell-off yesterday, and then we had a push up during the pre-market, a rejection in that area, and then a lot of choppiness today. So now I want to explain what happened today in terms of my trading. So as you can see here, a lot of choppiness right off the open. No clear direction, right? We got a higher high here on SQQQ. It looked like it was going to be moving in our favor. I had a small position here, and then this huge, massive drop right here, right? And I had a small position during this time, so I wasn't too worried about it. My loss wasn't very big at the time. I didn't exactly take that loss because I did kind of look back at the charts here, and I saw that we could possibly find support in this area, right? Because this was around the previous high of yesterday, and TQQQ pretty much just based off of yesterday is not very bullish because SQQQ was rallying all of yesterday. So we can obviously see we pulled back, we consolidated, and then I began buying back in on this reversal, on this push up for SQQQ. We broke above this moving average, and a lot of chop around this area. I was holding this entire time, and one thing I do want to explain for you guys is when you're holding during this chop, yes, it is extremely annoying. The emotions are crazy. They're high, they're low, and they keep going back and forth as you see the price literally hitting these highs and hitting these lows, and you're not exactly sure what's going to happen. But one thing I was able to kind of figure out was, okay, yes, we're finding this consistent support here on SQQQ. And if you flipped over to TQQQ, as I was watching these candles when it was trying to push up in this area, it kept like beginning to push up, and then it would pull back very quickly, quicker than it would actually push up. So I saw that to be a sign of weakness for TQQQ, held on to my position, right? And sure enough, we broke above this moving average again, much more consolidation here, and finally pushed up. Now I sold right before we had this decent push up, which sucks, yes, but I did hop in another quick position in this little move right here, and I was able to basically get some more gains off of that, but not exactly how I wanted it to play out today. It was very choppy, and choppiness creates uncertainty within many traders, obviously including myself, and that shows, right? It does. It definitely shows because you're not exactly sure where the market's going to go, and if it's just going to be choppy all day, you have to ask yourself, why am I in this position if it's not making any progress, right? So I was in that position for quite some time. Yes, we were making like minute progress, which I was keeping it tight with that. Obviously, as you can see, when we began to push back up, we found that support, but if we would have broke pretty much below the support and started heading back down, I would have had to cut losses there. We pushed back up, right, consolidated, but in an upwards pattern. So there wasn't a whole lot of drawdown once we reached up to like these newer highs here, right? But yeah, so overall green day, not a massively green day, very small green day, but overall still a green day. Pretty solid day. Not exactly how I wanted it to perform, but you know, today's another learning lesson. So yeah, real quick, we're gonna look at the bigger time frames too. I wanted to point this out in terms of the day chart for TQQQ. So day chart on TQQQ, we had that huge trend line, right? I don't have it drawn on TQQQ. I have it drawn on QQQ, just not TQs. But we can see this moving average on the daily time frame. We managed to break above here, right? We managed to break above that, and now we've consolidated, and now since then, right, consolidation, and we have broken back below that. So now I can see us, you know, retracing to possibly previous lows in terms of the market. But we had a decent amount of strength running up into this, a decent bull rally, right? But we were not able to hold that resistance level. And if you go over to QQQ, you can see we are above it right now. TQQQ is a little bit different, but we are above that right now. So I do expect us to come back and possibly retest that trend line there. So it just depends how consistent these bear days are, and we shall see where we go from there. But a little bit of weakness here to be expected, and yeah, so we'll see where we go from there. Hope you guys learned something in this video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below, like this video for more videos like this one, and please stay patient during those choppy days, right? Be very, very strategic with them, average up, and be able to lock in your profits. Stay light too when direction is not exactly clear. So you guys, everyone have good trades, and I'll see you guys in the next video.